Hey guys, so today I'm doing a video on my hair extensions. These are the Halo Couture balayage hair extensions in the fall style. So it is actually a hair topper. These are not individually pieced hair extensions. This is one big hair extension, like not plural, just one extension, all on top of like a mesh weft placed right at the crown of my head and clipped in with 4 clips on either side and the back and front. And that's that. It doesn't fall off, it stays right on. I wear it every single day. I've had it for a year now. And that's all you need to know before we get into the rest of the video. And so I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I wear it, a demo and a review of putting it on to kind of show you guys how to wear it and how I put it on. Pros and cons, how much it costs, how to buy it, where to buy it, all the information will be coming up soon and in the description below. And with that being said, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so here are the hair extensions, holding them now up on their hanger. So this is what I store them on. I use one of these plastic clip hangers that just have the little clips like this. You can get them on Amazon or Target for like $2 or $3. And obviously you just need one, you just clip it right on. So what I do to hang it anyway, is right now it's kind of like inside out. So that's what the hair actually looks like. And then I just take it like this, fold it, so I can just clip onto the mesh cap rather than the hair itself. So that is how I hang it, and I just hang it on a hook in my closet, much to my boyfriend's delight. Just got some hair hanging in the closet. Okay. Okay, but in general, these are the hair extensions. You can get a good look at them. I guess it's kind of more like an extension singular, not plural, just one big extension on the mesh cap. So here's a close-up. Ignore my nails. Okay, so I bought these extensions in April of 2020. Now it is February 2021, so almost a whole year. So I've had these extensions for almost a whole year, and they are the Halo Couture. Sorry, I have notes right down here, so if I'm looking down, I'm looking at the notes. So this is the Halo Couture The Fall. It's called The Fall. I don't really know why, maybe because it just falls down behind your head, I don't know. But it's the Halo Couture The Fall hair topper extension. So mine is in the color Balayage B116 or B116. So it is the cool blonde with highlights with balayage root number 3 and level 5/6. That's the exact color name. So that's the one I have. You can actually see on the inside of the cap, it shows the name right there of your color. So I think the website, it has 23 of their original rooted or non-rooted shades, and then it has 5 balayage blends. So I got one of the balayage blends, and it's the B1116, and I'll link everything, or 116, and I'll link everything down below too, like the website and the color and exact extension I have. So that's the color I have. Now, it's not the exact color from the site, like it has been custom colored to match my hair. So whenever I ordered it, I went to my hairstylist and she custom colored it to match my current natural hair color. So it kind of goes from a dark brown root to a lighter cool tone blonde at the bottom. So kind of an ombre look. So it has a lot of different shades in it. It's not just one shade. That's what I like about the balayage, is that you're not stuck with just one shade and have to figure out the highlights on your own or anything. It has multiple shades. It looks more natural. It's gonna match your hair better. So that is why I went with the balayage. And it's a little more blonde than my natural hair. You can see my natural hair is quite dark, and this is a lot more blonde. So whenever I put this on, I see more like a blonde person than a brunette, but that's okay. It works, it blends. I'll show you in the demo. You'll see how it actually all falls together when we get to that part. Talking about why I got these extensions in the first place. So I have very thin, fine hair, just genetically. I've always had thin hair. It didn't really bother me up until about college. It's when I kind of started getting a little less confident about my hair and wishing that I had more volume and length, or well, actually not length. My hair does grow fast lengthwise pretty well, but like volume and hair, like just more hair. It's not like the strand itself, but I just want more hair. And also like Instagram and, you know, the influencers and all the girls with like the huge hair, which of course is like a ton of hair extensions, sew-ins, tape-ins, whatever it is. You just lose confidence, you know? So I was like, oh, I wish I had more hair. I wish I could do that with my hair or have more volume at the roots. And I just started getting less confident. So I started looking into hair extensions, and obviously the traditional clip-ins is what I looked into first. I tried the Barefoot Blonde from Amber Fillerup. I tried really random brands that were like inexpensive. I tried the expensive brands. I'm trying to think of other brand names. I'm blanking on them. But I've tried like every hair extension that was clip-in, and it just wasn't for me. My hair was too fine. The clips would show. Like if I clipped it in under my hair, teased it, did all the things, it would still show the clip. Like my hair would move over slightly and you'd see the clip. And I just think obviously that's like a tacky look. You don't want the clip to show. It's supposed to look natural, be hidden, whatever. And it didn't work for me. And they also just were kind of heavy, and they weren't really giving me what I wanted, because what I wanted the most, besides just more hair and like the body of my whole hair, I wanted more hair at the roots. So on my scalp, like my hair is very fine. Kind of show you, you might be able to tell, it is quite fine and thin, and I always hated it. And I was like, I wish they made a hair extension where there was hair, gave you hair at the top of your head rather than just the body. So that's when I found, just by Googling, researching myself, these kind of hair toppers. And there are multiple brands, but of course I went with the Halo Couture. So when I found the hair topper, I was amazed. First off, I was like, what the heck, they make hair extensions like this? Like I had no idea. And other people that I knew and like, you know, talked to about hair extensions, they didn't know about this either. And they were like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But like, is it legit? Does it actually work? Does it stay on? All those kind of questions. So I looked up high and low, all the details, all the information about these hair extensions to really, you know, see if it's worth it, see if the investment's worth it, and if I should go for it. So obviously I ended up going for it, and it's working out great. But I ended up going with the Halo Couture brand over other brands because the price, it was a little bit better priced than the other brands. And just like the quality, like I know Halo Couture is a big brand. They have a lot of following on or a big following on Instagram, their website reviews and whatnot. So it was like reliable. And also just the quality of like the colors and the options that they had for these kind of hair extensions. So that's why I ended up going with Halo Couture. Okay, so more about the extensions itself. So like I said, all the hair is connected on one big piece, which is this cap in the middle. And this is really just a breathable mesh cap. Let me get in closer here. You can see it's literally just tiny holes. It's very breathable, and you can see on the inside too, that's what the part looks like. So it kind of shows the scalp underneath, but you can't tell once it's on your head, you can't tell there's a mesh cap underneath at all. And once it's on your head as well, you can't see the clips at all. So, because it's, you know, it's underneath, it's hidden underneath the hair. So that's what's also awesome about this type of extension, is that the clip-ins, the traditional clip-ins, whenever I wear those, like I said, the clip would show. The clip will never show. So that's really handy. Another handy thing about these is that they're not in a bunch of pieces, like a 4-inch weft, 3-inch weft, 2-inch weft, that are all in the traditional, like a set of hair extensions you get. There's all these different size wefts, and you have to clip one in here, one in the other side, two on either side back here to match, you know, there's a million pieces, and it's kind of like a puzzle to put it all together. This is all one big piece. So for putting it in, taking it out, for storage, wise, it's just so much easier. There's just one big piece, you don't lose anything, you don't have to worry about it. Basically, what it is besides the mesh cap is that on each side, you've got at the top and the sides and the bottom, you've got 4 silicone coated clips that clip just like a normal hair extension and then snap shut. So these little clips in the grooves like of the teeth, they just snap right onto your natural hair. So let me see here, I'm gonna read the notes like exactly from the website. So it says, this hair topper is placed at the crown of your head and secured by 4 silicone coated clips that attach to your natural hair while remaining damage free. The extension is hand tied onto the breathable weft or mesh cap, which allows it to be redirected to blend with your natural hair. And yeah, okay. So that's what the website says. I just wanted to make sure I said everything that was on there. And guys, while I'm in the middle of this video, I just want to say also, I am not a professional YouTuber or a professional filmer by any means. So if this video is choppy all over the place, I keep looking out the window, I talk too fast, I keep doing weird things, just know that this is new to me, so not a professional. Just wanted to put that out there. Another thing that you should know is that you can't go to halocouture.com right now and purchase this hair extension yourself. You have to actually purchase it through a licensed hairstylist. So when I bought this, I had to actually, decide and choose. I also talked to my hairstylist and she helped me kind of choose colors and like what she thought would be best brand wise and all that, and this is what we agreed upon. And she basically helped me buy it. So once we chose what was best for me, she purchased it for me through the Halo Couture website. I think she has to put in like her license number and some information that proves she's a licensed hairstylist. And then she was able to order it for me. So, and then once it came in, I went to go get my hair done from her, because also what they do, what's also nice, like I said earlier, is, you can custom color it to your natural hair. So this isn't the exact color. It's pretty close to the B116 shade that I bought, but it's also custom colored to match my hair and kind of what I wanted more. And my hairstylist also trimmed the extensions and kind of gave it a couple layers in the front to match my current haircut and whatever you want really. So yeah, you can't just buy it yourself. You have to buy it through a licensed hairstylist, and that goes for all extensions from Halo Couture. This hair is also 100% Remy human hair, so it is completely real. It's very silky, very soft. I keep running my fingers through it. And it's going to act exactly like natural hair. So you can curl it, straighten it, wash it, you can color it. And I would not recommend, though, this is what the website says too, don't bleach or lighten the hair. If you're not sure what color to get, always get a lighter base color that you order, and then you can always customize it later and darken it if it needs some darker highlights or darker root or whatever, because you can always go darker if you have light hair extensions, but if you get dark and you need to go lighter, you could risk stripping the hair and ruining it potentially, because you just never know how these are gonna react to bleach. Okay, so for washing, I wash it once a month at the most. I probably wait longer, honestly. I do wear it almost every day, but I only wash it once a month because I don't want to damage it. I don't want to wash it too much and cause it to like strip its natural, like, I don't know. That's just what my hair girl told me to do. It doesn't need to be washed that much unless you're like putting a bunch of hair products in it or hairspray or something. You really don't need to wash it that often, because since it's not attached to a head, it's not going to sweat. It's not going to get like oils in it from your scalp, because it's it's not real hair. It's not on a real person's head. So you know how extensions work generally, right? So it's pretty similar to that. And then of course you can do any hairstyle you want. You can keep it straight, you can curl it, you can do braids, ponytails, buns, kind of like a lower ponytail I would do. I don't think a high ponytail would work because it might pull the clips up and like loosen them. You don't want that. So you can do really any hairstyle. I use bobby pins a lot and just like do like a braid down the front of my hair. Any hairstyle, honestly, as long as it's kind of like below the clips. You don't really want to do like an updo or type of hairstyle where it would pull the clips upwards or loosen them in any way. And of course you can wear the hair extensions for special events or certain occasions, or you can just wear it every day. So if you just want to wear it when you have like a function to go to, something like more of an important event, or you have like you're getting photos done, or you want to look more presentable, whatever it is, you can wear them. Or you can wear them every single day like I do. Yeah, work, errands, vacations, out to dinner, it doesn't matter. I wear it all the time, every day, and I cannot be without it. Right now I'm not wearing them and I feel naked, so that's love. Okay, so now for pricing. These are pricey. Normal hair extensions usually run from $200 to $300 or so, depending on how many grams you get of hair, the quality of hair, the brand, whatever. So I think this hair extension is more expensive because it's all in one, it's different, it's got the whole cap sewn in. I think that it's just kind of more of a, I don't know, maybe more, I don't know. It's just a little more expensive, I would say, than normal traditional hair. Okay, so that being said, these hair extensions cost me $560. I want to say all the falls, balayage or not, cost around that price. So when my stylist ordered it for me, I sent her a Venmo. So she, you know, I paid her for the $560. And then when I went in to get my hair matched by my stylist, I paid another like $170, I think, to get my hair, you know, cut, my own hair cut and colored, and then to match this. Or actually, I don't remember. I don't know. I think she might have just done work on this, but maybe like put it on my head and then like trimmed a little bit kind of around to match perfectly. So total, after getting my hair also custom colored and matching to my natural hair, the total was like $730. So a little steep, but I think that's worth it, because if you wear every single day, I did some math here, and $560 divided by 300 days in a year, if you wore it just 300 days out of the year, so most days, it would only cost $1.87 a day. $1.87 a day, if I did my math correctly, would be the cost of having these hair extensions. If you even wore them less than that, like 100 days out of the year, it'd be $560 divided by 100, which is $5.60 a day. So basically, when I put this on, I don't even really have to do much. Once I put the hair extensions on and run a brush through them, I could style it if I want to. God, sorry, I keep looking at cars outside, they're so distracting. So after I put these hair extensions on, I don't have to do anything else. Like, I just put them on, make sure they're secure, run a brush through them. If I wanted to style them, I could, but if I don't, I'm ready to go. I go out the door, done. It's like my hair has been professionally styled just in my own home, without any work, without anyone coming to do my hair. I don't have, you know, a stylist to come do my hair every day. That would be awesome, but that's not realistic. So, but if I did and only had to pay $5.60 a day for 100 days out of the year to have my hair be like perfect, essentially, that's worth it to me. So when you think of it that way and break down the cost of how often you think you would wear it, and, you know, just kind of judging, like, if you're not going to wear it that often, if you're just going to wear it for special events, I would consider getting a different type of extension. But if you plan on wearing it as much as I do, or up to 100 to 300 days out of the year, then yes, this is a good investment. Also being said, I'm probably due for a new hair topper soon, because yes, I've only had it for more like 10 months, not a full year, but I have worn it every single day, so naturally it's going to have some damage and some wear and tear. So you can't really tell in the video per se, but it does have a lot of damage. It has some split ends that I have been able to trim off, but it also has just some breakage. A lot of the hair at the root is cut off, like some of the hairs, like right there, you can kind of see these hairs right here at the root stop, like, okay, you can't really tell that well, they stop like right here. They're supposed to go down all the way, but they're damaged, and they've been, you know, they've gotten cut off because they are, you know, whatever you call it, they're just damaged. I don't know the right wording, but that happens with heat, with brushing, with teasing. If you tease them, which that will make it last even less time, so I don't recommend teasing them too much. But it's gonna, once you wear them every single day and you're constantly styling them and whatnot, you're going to see damage, and you can protect them. You can make sure to use a lot of heat protectant. You can try to make sure to like just keep them super safe, wash them all the time, do treatments to them all the time, but it doesn't really matter. Like, if you wear them that often, they're going to receive wear and tear. That also being said, when I get my second one, I'll be more used to them, and I'll be able to kind of decide right off the bat how I'm going to treat them and know how to treat them, so it's less likely that I will damage them as soon. So I would say in general, if you wear them as much as I do, probably will last you 1 to 2 years at the most before you want to buy a new one. Okay, so I also wrote down some questions that I thought I would get for sure, like some frequently asked questions from like my friends or family. So no, it does not fall off. The clips are really secure. As long as you put it on properly, it's not going to fall off your head. You're not going to be walking down a street on a windy day and it's going to fly off. That's never happened to me, even on a windy, stormy day. Maybe if I just put it on without the clips at all, like I just plopped it on my head, yeah, it'll fall off. But if your hair is secured in these clips, which is pretty easy to do, it's not gonna fall off. I'm also not gonna like throw my head upside down, like do a hair flip with it, go to like a dance class or a gym with it, because that's more likely it would get loose and potentially fall off. But normal day to day, you're just doing normal things, no, it does not fall off. Another frequently asked question I get is, does anyone notice this? Do people come up to you and say, oh, I love your hair extensions, or oh, are you wearing hair extensions? No, no one's ever done that. I don't think anyone would do that in general though. So if someone has noticed, they might have, but not said anything, because I don't think it's really normal to go up and ask someone if they're wearing hair extensions. But no, no one's ever noticed. And if they have noticed, they're usually like a close friend who like know my hair and know that it's like not that great. So they would be like, hey, like, your hair looks different. Like, did you get it done, or what did you do? And then I tell them about the extension, and I kind of show them, because I can kind of lift up the side and show them the clips. And I'm like, oh, it's like this thing called a hair topper. And they're always amazed. They're like, what the heck? That looks so natural. What even is that? I've never heard of that before. And then I just like, you know, tell them about it and they learn something new. So generally, no one really notices. And if they do, they don't say anything. But you really can't tell it's on your head. You really can't. It looks so natural. And I'll do a demo. I'll show you guys what it looks like, so you'll see. Also, another question is that, like, does it feel heavy or weird on your head? So at first, when I very first got it back in April, when I put it on, I was like, what the heck, this is so weird. It felt, yeah, it did feel heavy and felt weird. It felt like something was on my head and it was kind of annoying. But after a few days, just a few days of wearing it, I started to get more used to it. I started, you know, putting it on right, because it's trial and error and putting it on. So once I figured out how to put it on directly or correctly, and it was clipped securely and comfortable, and you know, everything was good to go, it did not bother me at all. And I got used to that kind of the little bit of weight it has, and it also is a very lightweight, but it does have obviously a little bit of weight to it. But I got used to it very quickly, and it does not bother me at all. Even after like 1 week, it didn't bother me anymore. Didn't feel heavy or weird, and I really don't feel it throughout the day. So yeah, it's fine to wear all day long. It doesn't hurt if it's secured properly. If it's not secured properly, it might start to hurt throughout the day, or like pull at your hair, your natural hair. But in general, no, it doesn't hurt. And if it does hurt, it's probably because you didn't put it on correctly and it's pulling at your natural hair, or you have your hair back in like a tight ponytail or something, and then it might be pulling at your hair. That's the only reason why it would hurt. Okay, this is going to be interesting because I don't have a mirror. I only have the viewfinder. So if I'm looking up in the viewfinder a lot, that's obviously why. Okay, so just taking my hair down, brushing it through. Okay, I'm also going to take this off because I think it's going to get in the way. Okay, so brush my hair all out so it's tangle free. Be coming closer here. So, and also I want to say, because I don't want people to think that like this is the finest, thinnest hair out there. Obviously it's not. My hair is really not that bad. It's just preference, and I want more hair, so that's why I like to wear the extensions. Obviously this is not the thinnest hair in the world, and I'm not complaining, you know, that it is, or saying that it is. I just like wearing hair extensions, and I like how my hair looks like fuller. So yeah, just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. Okay, so now I have a mirror right down in this corner here, so I'm going to be looking from the viewfinder on this corner. So I find the part, I make sure it all matches up how I want the hair extension to be parted, which you can obviously part on the side, middle, whatever you want. So I'm brushing my hair again, make sure it's completely tangle free. My hair tangles very easily. Okay, so I'm going to take like this front section of my hair. This is This is just how I put them in. There's videos from Halo Couture of how to put these in. So it's not like there's one specific way to put them in. There's recommended ways. This is just how I do it. So I take this front piece, kind of like maybe a 1/2 inch from the front of my hairline, and I'll take this piece, brush it out, put my camera back a little more so you can see a little better, brush it out, and then I go ahead and start back combing with my little back combing Tangle Teezer brush. I back comb these pieces to give my hair some grip, because when I clip the extensions in, I don't want it to be clipped to like a silky little tiny strand of my hair. I want it to be clipped to a section that has some grip and volume, and you can even put some hairspray or something to just make it kind of have more of a grit, so it's more likely to stay in like the clip itself. So then I take just my normal brush, and I'll just go through and tease the rest of my hair, like on the sides again, so every section of hair where a clip is going to be attached to has some grip. Back, and this is really just honestly random. This isn't really rhyme or reason exactly how I'm doing it. I'm just teasing to give it something to cling to. It doesn't matter what your hair looks like underneath. Obviously it'll all be hidden. Once your hair is pretty crazy, it's time to put the extensions in. So I start by unclipping all of the clips, just opening them all up, running brush through extensions so they're tangle free, and then I take my thumb and forefinger, I kind of take it like this and I swoop it around my head, and I take that front center clip and I line it up like this right in the front of my hair. So let me do that kind of more looking in the mirror, and hopefully you'll be able to tell as well. And any little hairs in the front, try to not get them because you don't want to pull at any. Just try to do it kind of cleanly, and this will be a trial and error. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it right away. I certainly didn't. Okay, so I just clipped in the front piece. That's really all you need at the beginning, just clip in that front one. You can fix it, you can kind of mess with it. If it doesn't look right, if it's not matching up with your normal part, you can take it off and redo it without, you know, redoing all the clips. So I just lined it up how I think I want it with my natural part. You can see the part of the extension and the part of my natural hair should be lined up good enough anyway for not really having a big mirror. So once that is secure in the front, I will take the sides and you just kind of find them with your thumb. And what I do is I kind of bend the clip, push in and up, kind of like a scooping motion, kind of like a hook. So again, taking this clip on this side, I'm kind of bending it like this and then scooping the clip almost underneath my natural hair underneath. Oops, where is it? There it is. So kind of scooping motion to kind of scoop underneath that teased hair and then snapping the clip shut. And same in the back, that fourth clip. And then once it's all clipped in and you like how it looks, I then brush the extensions and my natural hair all together. And might want to hold the top to make sure they don't move as you're brushing it. And then what I do with that finer tooth comb is I take the comb and I just comb out these very front sections where I've got hair kind of right at the top of my hairline connected in with those top extensions. I want them to be super seamless. So I take the fine tooth comb and I brush them through to make sure it all kind of falls together. And you'll find, if you get these hair extensions, you'll find how it works for you, how you put them in, how you manage it. This is just, again, how I do it. Okay, so that is it. The hair extensions are in. So I'll do kind of a whole 360 and show you what they look like. I took a brush, brush it through, and you can see the root, how they look in full, and then how they look from the top. So there you are. So immediately you can tell it's a huge difference. My hair is a lot more full. There's a lot more hair in the body. There's a lot more hair at the roots. It's a whole transformation. It's really awesome. And like you saw, it just takes me like 5-10 minutes at the absolute most to put it in. More like 30 seconds, but if I was like styling it and doing a little more work to it, 5 to 10 minutes, but that's still super short in your morning routine. And as you can see, the hair is more blonde. The extensions are more blonde than my natural hair. My natural hair is more of like a darker brown, but it kind of just works. It kind of looks more like I've got highlights at the top, and then I've got my natural darker hair at the bottom, which is how highlights work anyway. And since it has a darker root, it matches with my roots fine and goes down to kind of the ombre look. Now, if I did something like this and wanted my hair to be half back, which I do often, the blonde extension goes back, but my brown hair shows. So you kind of have to be mindful of having your hair match extension, because you don't want it to be like a stark difference of dark hair, light hair, or something like that. But in general, you can do any kind of hairstyle. I've got a hair tie here, so what I can do is show you like super simple. Put my hair in like a low pony. Just like you would normally. Obviously this is really messy, but you know, just throw your hair back, no problem. You can take all the hair and do like a braid, like a side braid, or a bun, really anything, or half up, half down, kind of like how I had done that earlier. That's great, because honestly, when I used to do those hairstyles, I'd put half my hair up and there'd be like strands left, and I'd be like, where'd my hair go? Like it's a cute style, but I can't do it because there's hardly any hair left. And now when I put my hair up like that, there's plenty of hair left because of these awesome extensions. Okay, so now for some pros and cons that I wrote down, thinking that these would be most likely pros and cons that people would be curious about, or what I thought about before I bought these extensions or whatnot. So for the pros, these extensions are extensions without the commitment. They're not permanent, like for months on end, like tape-ins or sew-ins. Those honestly scare me, because I'm like kind of a commitment phobe, especially with things like beauty things. Like if I wanted to try a new trend and I didn't like it, I'd be like, oh crap, now I'm stuck with it. But these extensions, you know, put them in, take them out, wear them one day, don't wear them the next day, no commitment required. You can put it in or out, put it on or off whenever you want, and it just makes it so much easier that way. Same idea with regular clip-in extensions, but again, the pro here is that it's not clip-ins, it's a whole one piece. So yeah. Another pro is that it gives volume and fullness at the roots and like the top of your head, and no other extensions that I know of do that. So like I said, normal clip-in extensions, even sew-ins, tape-ins, all the type of other hair extensions, they don't give you volume at the roots. They only give you volume at the length, and kind of give you more hair, longer hair. That's great. But these extensions give you hair at the root, which is really what I wanted when I was looking for hair extensions, and what I was insecure about in like photos or just day to day. When I didn't like my hair, it was always not so much the length or the body, but lacking hair at the top and having that kind of like a voluminous look. And I was constantly teasing my hair, trying to make it look bigger, and then it would get frizzy, and then it would like a breakage would occur, and it wasn't working out. And I was like, I need to find something where I can have volume at the top. So these are really the only extensions I know of that give you volume at the top. It's kind of like a wig. It's a wig on top of your natural hair. So a wig, obviously you would wrap up your hair, put on like one of those caps to completely conceal your hair, and then put the wig on. But this hair, since it matches your natural hair and it can kind of just blend seamlessly with it, it's similar to a wig, but obviously not, and you don't have to worry about the cap. You just put it, plop it right on top of your head, clip it on, and you leave. Like, you're good to go. Again, another pro is that the traditional clip-ins didn't work for me because my hair was too fine and the clips would show, they'd fall loose easier since they were like hanging on the side, whereas these clips are like, they're not hanging, they're on top. You know, it's like a difference of gravity almost. So they stay in better because they're sitting on top of your head and like hanging this way versus clinging to your hair and hanging on with gravity this way. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're less likely to fall out and they're less likely to show, like, or they won't show at all if your hair like slides to the side or something, or if you do a certain style, like the clips won't show. It doesn't matter. They're hidden underneath that cap, they're hidden underneath the whole hair piece, and they're never gonna show. And again, a pro is that they blend seamlessly. As you can see, they look super natural, and at least I think they look super natural. You might have a different opinion, but that's my opinion. And for cons, my cat is joining us. For cons, the only cons I can think of are the price. It is pretty pricey and it's definitely a commitment price-wise, but if you are dedicated to having more hair, better hair, natural hair extensions, and wearing them all the time, the price is worth it. Another con would be like practice makes perfect. You're not going to be good at putting these on right away. It might be kind of a struggle, like trial and error of how you clip them in to make them secure and how it's going to look, match with your part and whatnot. But again, just practice and it will be fine and it will no longer be a con. And then as with all extensions, damage can't be reversed. So keep that in mind. If you damage the extensions with bleaching, or if you cut them too short, if you wanted them a little bit shorter, if you cut them, you can't grow them back, you know, so whatever damage you do to the extensions, it can't be reversed, but that goes for all types of hair extensions. So let me see if there's any other notes I have. Oh, that's all. So that's all I've got for you guys. Yeah, it's really like, these are honestly life-changing. I can't say that enough. My confidence has completely soared since getting them. And I will never look back. I will probably never not wear these again. I will probably keep buying these well into my 50s, 60s and on. I don't see why I would ever not wear it. It's so convenient, so easy. It's honestly takes up way less time of my morning getting ready for the day because I just plop on my fake hair and it's already straightened and ready to go, or curled, whatever style you want it. And yeah, I don't know. I just, it's life-changing for me. And I know that sounds a little bit, it sounds a little shallow saying that, you know, hair, like a physical part of you is life-changing, but for my security in my looks and like for your self-confidence when it comes to looks, if that matters to you, it's just such a step above. Like I can't, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, these are just, they've changed my I'm not gonna go on forever about it, but you know what I mean. It's just a great confidence booster and so easy to get ready, and I can't get over them. So yeah, this isn't a video about just a review of extensions. Obviously I've had them for a year now, so it's not like they're brand new unboxing or anything, so you can kind of get a look of not just the brand new extensions out of the box and how to wear them and how they, you know, information about them. You actually get to see how, you know, they've held up after almost a whole year. Sorry, I keep doing this so you can see. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys. So with that, I'm gonna go. If there's any comments, questions, more details you're interested in, want to know, let me know in the comments below and I will respond to all the comments with all the details you need. Add anything else in the description that you want. And again, in the description below, there'll be all the details of links and where to buy and colors and whatnot. Yeah, so let me know if there's any questions. Please leave comments, like this video, subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye guys!